and welcome to Every Day is Funny, the meditative morning show about newspaper comics. And you know what I've been thinking about recently is my love for a certain subsection of movie, a certain time period of movie, and that is the mid to late aughts stupid comedy, because it produced some of the most panned and forgettable comedy in ages. But I love how pure stupid and fun those movies were. And I'm not talking about Superbad, Forgetting Sarah Marshall movies. I'm talking about like Drillbit Taylor, School for Scoundrels. You know, this is heralded canon to me, but to the masses is pure filth. But I think we've kind of lost our way just embracing these really stupid movies. Everything has to be more subtle or intelligent now. But I don't believe in that. So I think we should bring back the real stupid comedies with big stars. And I have a great idea for a plot line that is just so stupid that I think it'll fit in nicely with those films. And that is this. It's a movie whose main character is the President of the United States. And in the opening scene of the movie, you just set the tone right away, right? The president gets trashed, like at a state dinner or something. And because, you see all these movies where it like opens with, a character getting trashed and like the regrets they have. They wake up and they're like, oh no, what'd I do the night before? This time, the president gets trashed. And while he's trashed, he doesn't realize he signs a bill where everyone in the world has to change jobs for a day. And he wakes up and he goes like, well, last night was so crazy, right? And then one of his like people say, sir, you might want to come take a look at this. And he goes and it's on the news, like somehow it's already like out there and known. And like the next day, everyone in the world is gonna have to change jobs for a day. So, and maybe it was done like while he was drunk by a competitor, and then it doesn't, who cares why? But sure, that'll set up like a villain. Somebody who like came in and was like made him sign it because they knew it would hurt his re-election chances or something. And we're cutting between the president in this movie as he freaks out and tries to figure out ways to both maybe like put a stop to it before it happens the following day, or he's just going about ways to win public favor because he knows this is going to hurt his re-election chances, and he's like, I don't know, I gotta go shake some hands, kiss some babies sort of thing. So it cuts between him and then this guy who is just working like a 9-to-5 office gig. And when the day hits that everyone has to change jobs, he is randomly selected to become the president's Secret Service. The president's Secret Service. So then it's like these two disparate dudes, right? Who the president's freaking out, and then this guy just has a boring life that he wants to change, but he was never going to do anything about it on his own. So this terrible thing that happens, this American tragedy or embarrassment, becomes a success for him. And he starts loving being a Secret Service agent, and then he befriends the president, and then he helps the president figure out how to like bounce back after this scandal. Meanwhile, he has to actually be a Secret Service agent because now all of America wants to kill the president because of this accident, because of this drunk mistake. So it's kind of like a silly comedy as they get into the ins and outs of that. The guy kind of changing his mindset on life as he goes into a more fulfilling, lively, fun job. And the president who's struggling to come to grips with this massive mistake he made, how it'll affect his legacy, and just moving on to re-election and the future of the nation. So it's like a weird buddy comedy movie. And yeah, you can just like picture like dumb trailer lines where the president, after he like wakes up, they like show a clip where he's like, I mean, everyone makes mistakes, and then his press secretary goes, not when you're the leader of the free world. You know, fun trailer lines like that. And you could call it like the American Experiment, because it's kind of like a play off that. I don't know. I really just think we need, I'll take Drillbit Taylor too. Just give me any more stupid movies. It doesn't have to be this one. But I do genuinely think that's a pretty funny, stupid movie idea. Alright, let's get to the comics. I wanted to start today with one that I haven't really discussed, I don't think. And it's such a massive player in the newspaper comic universe. And, interestingly enough, I referenced Drillbit Taylor, an Owen Wilson movie. Owen Wilson played this character, this dog, in a movie about it, which is Marmaduke. So let's take a look at Marmaduke. Alright, we see Marmaduke and a bunch of kids at a hot dog eating contest. And one of the contestants of the contest says to the other, give him an honorary prize now, or we're going to run out of hot dogs. Wow. I'm trying to figure out if that's like, is Marmaduke known throughout the town? Like, is he coming in with a reputation, which is why they're saying that? Or just because he's clearly a big dog who would scarf down a bunch of those bad boys? Good lord, Marmaduke's legs are like thin little twigs. One misstep and those things are going down. That's a shame. Which, you know, I feel like shouldn't be the case if he's eating all these hot dogs. Maybe give him a hot dog. His legs need it. You know what I like? And this is going to sound so stupid and only makes sense if you're looking at the strip. You see the hot dog eating contest table behind this booth. You know, like that long table where all the contestants are going to sit and scarf him down. I just kind of like that that table's empty. So it shows that Marmaduke and the kids got there like really early. Way earlier than everyone else. And I just think that's kind of nice, being timely like that. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I feel it. Alright. Family circus. We see the young boy of the family holding a fishbowl with a dead fish inside, floating at the top. He says, couldn't we take him to the vets? Well, that's a sad strip. Just like a young boy coming to grips with the realizations of mortal finality. That's a little dark, huh? God. We don't even see like a reaction from the parents. This is just a boy suffering through it alone in his own head. Man. We couldn't have added a little just button-up joke at the end of that? Like a stupid joke, like maybe they have defibrillators. I should probably cut that out. But come on, as stupid as that joke was, I just came up with that. Like, come on. It's pretty good. I think it would have been a nice button to say that if this kid brought some levity to his fish's death. Also, what is going on with storylines with fish death? Because Mary Worth, as we all know if you've been listening, the Mary Worth strip for weeks has been about a goldfish dying and a man just struggling to come to grips with that. Albeit an adult man in that scenario, this is a child, which makes more sense. Alright, Rex Morgan MD time. Okay, we are still at the lunch table in Rex Morgan MD, where the emotionally mature friend is giving Parker advice on dealing with the bully. His friend says, I don't know how to stop that kid from bullying you, but if we all stick together, we give him fewer chances. Parker says, thanks, you all are good friends. Corey says, yeah, nerds of a feather flock together. Then Parker says, did you read that on a t-shirt or something? Okay. Again, as I've said yesterday, it's nice that this kid wants to, theorize sticking together as the best opportunity, but he didn't say anything when the bully's been around him. This is like a week after these incidents have started, and he's been doing nothing. Also, he says, let's stick together. And then you see the girl next to him, who is seemingly also part of their friend group, with just her eyes closed and a kind of angry look, as if like, yeah, I'm not getting involved. I don't even really know y'all that well, and I could get beat up too. This isn't worth the risk. I don't think this looks like a good friend group, I gotta be honest. Parker also just says, thanks, you all are good friends. I feel like we haven't heard any of these other kids' names yet. And it's making me think, does Parker know their names? I'm starting to get the feeling Parker doesn't know the names. Hopefully this leads to them actually sticking together and acting more like friends who know each other, but right now it just seems like a bunch of disparate kids at a lunch table offering vague advice, and I don't really feel any sense of connection or camaraderie amongst these youths, so I don't know. It'd be great if they all band together, though. How many bully incidents before the kid's gonna get suspended, right? Like, I feel like there is a clear way out of this situation. You have 4 people who have been going to this school for a while now. They are seemingly to be believed. If this thing happens again, we're in the age of cell phones, film it, or, I don't know, just go tell an adult right away. Obviously, this kid's a problem, that's no secret, so I don't think it would be too crazy to assume that suspension is imminent, but that's just me. Let me think of what to comment. Alright, I'm gonna say a simple, stupid comment from the point of view of Corey. Nerds of a feather flock together. It's written on my family crest. My last name is Nerd. See, that's a joke that I feel like it's written on my family crest is like, that's an average joke, but then just adding his last name is Nerd kind of makes it rise above. In my mind. But what do I know? I wrote it. I'm gonna try and be favorable towards it. Send. Alright. Time to wind down for this Wednesday, June 19th. Hope you have a lovely day. Let me know what you think of that stupid movie idea. And remember, every day is funny.